Welcome back. Hitting the sweet spot retirement savings. Many believe $1 million is the magic number to retire. Those closest to retirement, ages 56 to 61 years old, on average, only have over $163,000 saved, just over that, according to the Economic Policy Institute. The same study also finding the top 1% has $1.08 million or more saved for retirement. Joining us right now, Ramsey Solutions financial expert, author of Retire Inspired, Chris Hogan. Wow, Chris, do these numbers surprise you, and how do we bridge this gap?
Maria, the numbers don't surprise me because it's math. When you take your time and systematically invest and you allow time and compound interest to interact with your 401k or 403b, that money is going to grow. So I expect these numbers to continue to trend up and get even bigger.
Yeah, Chris, I think you're hitting the nail on the head, which is I don't think people understand the most important thing in finance, and that's the power of compounding interest, right? And so is the idea when they're starting the plan that they just need to understand they start with 20 every single month and then they can start to see it grow and compound from there? Or what's the best way to implement a plan? I think there's that disconnect people are trying to have. They know they need to do it, but what's the best way for them to get started?
Well, you're right. Getting started is the first obstacle. And I think it's increasing your knowledge to understand that money will grow. We just have to give it an opportunity. So get plugged in to your 401k or your 403b. Set it up to where it's happening automatically. There's nothing you really need to think about. Just don't touch it. Leave it alone and watch what happens. And you'll look up in 10, 12, 15 years and you'll see it growing exponentially.
It's really true.
Chris, it's Dagan McDowell. Adam Shapiro was live from the 401k summit yesterday, and he said something that, based on some of the research that was put out, that about half of the assets in IRA accounts are in stocks. And that just, again, that's an indication of people need to take more risk in terms of really ramping up their investing and the allocation they've got, not just in their IRAs, but their 401k plans, too.
Well, you're right, Dagan. People need to understand what it is they're investing in and the anticipated return. There's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines right now, sitting in savings account or money market accounts, and people need to understand that money is simply not going to grow. So get connected with an investment professional. Understand your risk tolerance. How much risk are you willing to take and what's your time frame? But let's get a plan started. I think too many people are going to wake up 10 or 15 years from now and they're going to regret not taking advantage of the opportunity to invest right now.
Chris, I've heard you say many times that it's millennials in particular who seem to be really averse to investing in stocks. Are you continuing to see that, or is that trend starting to change?
Well, I can tell you, you have to be careful of lumping all of them because I'm talking to millennials on my show, Retire Inspired, and they're paying off houses. They're being intentional with investing. But as a whole, I think too many of them are risk adverse, meaning they're scared of any kind of risk at all. And that's dangerous because if you put $100 away and you wait 5 years, that $100 is no longer worth $100 because of the word inflation. So we have to grow money. And I'm trying to educate as many of them as I can to understand you've got to put your money in the game in order for it to play properly.
Yeah, it's a really smart advice, especially since companies sometimes match, and that's free money. I want to move on to from retirement to entrepreneurship, because we've got a new survey out this morning that says smaller might be better for startups. According to Wallet Hub, small cities have between 25 to 100,000 people. They have unique advantages. The top 3 small cities to start a business: Holland, Michigan, St. George, Utah, and Aberdeen, South Dakota. Chris, the rankings are based on business environment, access to resources, business costs. Your thoughts on starting up a small business in one of these small cities?
Maria, I think right now is the perfect opportunity to start a business. It doesn't matter where you're located, small city, medium, or large. It really boils down to a person being passionate about what they believe in, having a product or service that actually serves people.
All right, we will leave it there. Chris, great to see you, sir. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Chris Hogan.